The boys in the skit industry are making so much.
They make you laugh in 60 seconds. But behind this funny skit is a multi-million-dollar industry very few people understand. And I want to expose it to you.
When we post these videos, you laugh. You just feel we do it for just laugh.
While many dismiss comedy content as just cruise, these young Nigerians are building empires, racking in billions of views, landing multi-million-dollar endorsements.
I was making so much money that it was just coming and coming. I was like, Jesus, is this thing real?
Angel could do easily $350,000 a month.
Yeah.
First brand deal was 300,000.
Sabalo,
Yeah, Sabalo comedy. Yes.
Sabalo comedy.
Yeah.
Millions, not even thousands.
Not even thousands, millions of dollars. Trust me, there's money on Facebook.
All these guys are aggregating a minimum of between $50,000 to $100,000 every month. There are some bank MDs that don't earn that. So until people understand that the money in the sector is plenty.
I see a skit maker comes up 1 year, they're already buying a house and buying a car. So I'm like, what's happening?
Yes,
is there something that's happening that I don't know about?
No, it's possible.
Let me tell you the truth. There's money in skit making.
Do you know there was a point in my life when I had 13 cars?
In today's episode, we're going to go beyond the jokes. I'll be visiting these skit makers at their residence, one after the other, and asking tough questions.
What's the most money you've made as a content creator in a month? In a month, yeah.
I want to understand the business of skit making and funny content on the internet so I can explain it to you. At the end of this video, you too would understand how they turn views into cash. And while you're laughing at their jokes, they are laughing to the bank. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1 million subscribers. And for those that watch this video to the end, I have a gift for you. What kind of content qualifies as a skit?
Skit is like a reel. A reel is like a short example of what the feature length could be.
A skit is a short, funny video that tells a quick story, usually in minutes or even seconds.
The major aim of comedy skit is to entertain. Sometimes we inform and we educate at the same time while you entertain. So when you say comedy skit, you know that it is laughable. It is for the purpose of laughter.
Think of skit like a mini comedy show. It is short, simple, and entertaining. Skit making exploded with the rise of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And as smartphones and cheap data became more accessible, young creatives began filming short, relatable comedy clips and then upload them online. Our first visit is to one of the pioneers of short comic videos.
We're at Max Angel's residence, so we're going to go meet him right now to get the story out. Yeah, he said I should open the gate when I come. How you doing, bro? You look very chill, very relaxed. Seems like you've been resting all day.
Yes.
Right? I thought that when I come to yours, I'll see cameras everywhere, production and everything.
He lives on an expansive property, although he didn't want me to show much of it. 22 million followers on Facebook, 9.4 million on YouTube, 7 million on TikTok, and 3 million on Instagram. He is considered to be one of the most followed African skit maker.
The first question I want to ask you is, how did you even discover YouTube?
I was just looking for a way to share my stories and share my messages. I was literally sending videos to people. I would meet somebody on the road and say, I make funny videos. Would you like to see?
What point was the aha moment for you where you felt like you can actually make a living off of making these videos?
It was when I got my first brand deal. First brand deal was 300,000, 2016. I started calculating and saying, if I make 300,000 every month, at least, okay, this one for food, this one for I'll move on. I'll find more clients that need content. A cable TV asked me to come and work for them. They were paying me for content. They say, yeah, come, let's employ you. I'm paying you 1 million naira. I was like, this career is getting sweet. That was when I knew that, okay, if people will be willing to pay me 1 million naira as at then to come and work for them, that means what I'm doing has value.
There was this magazine that I saw your face on. It says, meet one of Africa's highest paid YouTuber, Mark Angel. So when you say you're one of Africa's richest YouTuber, is this true?
No, I don't know. That's what the magazine has said.
Does the
magazine have access to my assets accumulation? Do you know there was a point in my life when I had 13 cars?
13 cars?
Yes.
What?
And not just cars, not just any cars. To go out in the morning, they have to drive out and drive out and drive out, always disturbing the street, moving cars every time. I was young
And you had money.
and I had money.
Yeah.
Content creation has changed my life. Whatever it is right now, it's content creation that God used to start whatever business I put my hand in right now.
Yeah.
You know, some people still don't believe that when you say Mark Angel is one of the richest comedians.
They don't believe.
They don't believe until somebody then hears how much YouTube,
Facebook pays him every month.
Pay him every month. You hear somebody's making close to $300,000 every month, and you're like, is it not that guy that wears big knicker and this?
But in all my efforts to investigate exactly how much he makes online was unsuccessful.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic.
However, there have been several news about him losing $3.7 million to a bad investment. Losing such money means you make a lot. That's almost 6 billion naira. So, how do skit makers make money? And how much are we even talking about here? To find more answers to this question, let's pay Shanks a visit.
Leap gang. How's it going?
2.7 million followers on Instagram, 4.7 million on TikTok, 800,000 on YouTube, and recently 100,000 on Twitch.
So let's say plus or minus 9.5 million.
No, like 11 million.
11 million. Which other platform did I not mention?
Twitter, like 1.5 million. Wake up to my little home.
His mansion.
Which mansion?
Anyway,
like I'm just chilled, man.
Would you consider yourself to be like the top 5 most popular skit makers in Nigeria?
I'm very egoistic, so like this kind of question, no one I'll say yes.
Okay, wait. Are you?
But like I don't think so. There are like in my head already, like I'm counting Shaggi, I'm counting Mr. Freddy Bridgewater, because those guys came before me and they have more
shout
followers.
out to those guys.
Shout out to those bitch ass niggas.
So what I was going to ask you is, what's the most money you've made as a content creator in a month?
In a month?
Yeah. Adding all your income stream put together.
I can't like say a particular number, but like in a month, 20, 30K or 30K for no, like 20, 30K. I guess maybe more, but like there are some good months like that, some good years, but like it's not like every time. But like there's one particular month like that. God did, and like my colleagues, they make like you have interviewed Mr. Funny and all those people.
Yeah.
Like those niggas make a shitload of money, bro. Like I'm poor compared to those niggas. I'm not even saying. I say this to their faces, so this is not. Forget that fucking suit that niggas wear, including Bridget with his green shirt. But that nigga is gonna buy you, bro. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. Like,
so where do you make a lot of money then? Instagram, man. And you work with brands?
Yeah.
So what's the figure you've been paid the most for a brand collaboration?
See, I'm always an humble guy, but I ain't gonna talk that shit.
You became very popular when you collaborated with one of the biggest streamers in the world. How did the collaboration between, like, how did that conversation even start between you and?
First of all, the conversation started from me being tired of like, you know, scripting myself and like caging myself, because I started my YouTube just to sell myself. So 2023, April, precisely. I was just spamming in love, like international YouTubers, streamers. I spammed KSI, everybody. I was in everybody's DM. I spammed Kai. Then one day, he just replied.
So when he replied, he was like, yo, I see your messages, or?
No. Now, thinking about it now, I don't think he replied because of the message. I think he replied because he had plans to come for Africa. So he just replied like, yo, what's up? I was just like, thank you, Jesus. I was just screaming everywhere. Then it was like we have to do a video together.
So what did that do for your career, that collaboration?
That collab, aside the clouds, what it gave me was the world can actually hear us. The world is actually waiting to like hear us. We just have to like reach out a bit to like, oh, we are here, we are also funny, we are crazy. What he did for me was giving me this insight that everything is possible. I watch these people and I feel like, bro, we have more in stock here in Africa. Where I feel like skits, our language, everything just like, it's not bad. Like I still post skits, but like it cages us to regions that understand the humor, number one. That was enough motivation to never
like,
go home again, bro.
Keep going.
Let's pay a visit to Brother Shaggi.
Mr. Shaggi.
My bro.
Where did the name come from? Though?
Shaggi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The chop shark.
Yeah.
Guys, put the laughing emoji in the comment section if you feel I was funny, because I'm learning.
So what's the idea with the costume? When you guys wear this costume, do you feel it just makes your skit more interesting?
Basically, these costumes have already given this character a brand.
So
the costumes are brands on their own. So anytime you see the camo shorts, the red cap, it's Shaggi.
Most of these skit makers entertain their fans putting a certain costume, like people performing in a circus.
Costumes play a very important role. They make you look ridiculous. You have to look like what you represent. It makes you look funny, look ridiculous, and then in line with whatever you want to act or represent.
So Brother Shaggi has 12 million followers on Instagram, 9.9 million on Facebook, 5.2 million on TikTok, and 2 million on YouTube.
What were you doing prior to skit making, and what was the transition like?
So prior to skit making, I was just hustling. I was acting.
Oh,
because
you've always been an actor.
I've always been an actor
Yeah.
before skit making even came to the picture. I've always been a stage actor mainly because I went to Unilag and studied creative arts.
Because there's a difference between acting and being funny. So you had to learn how to be funny. Do you feel you're funny?
People say I'm funny, and
But are you convinced?
Yes, I am, because many times I go back to watch my own
laugh.
skits. I dey laugh.
Yeah.
Because anytime I even watch the skit, it gives me more stories to write, more ideas to come up with. Yeah.
How many income streams or how many monetizable models have you been able to build off of you just making videos online?
Content creation is something you can bank on as a job.
There was a video of you that went viral.
Okay.
I think it was on TikTok. And then the guy was like, how much do you make on YouTube? And then you were like, Dada. Yes. You were like, the guy was like, 30K, say, increase.
Higher.
In a month, $40K, $1,000, higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher. This one, increase.
80K, higher or lower?
Lower.
70K, higher or lower?
You don't say no, you say higher, Jesus, higher.
So let me ask you now, what is the real figure, bro?
Higher.
The next person I want to pay a visit to is Sabailo. I heard he makes a lot of money on Facebook. So let's investigate how making money on Facebook works and how much he has made.
Boss,
Alpha.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you in person. One question, which side in the world are you based? America, Canada, UK, Nigeria, or Lagos, Abuja, Ghana? Which side?
I'm based in Abuja.
Abuja,
Yeah.
that's your house.
That is where I'm based.
All right. So if that's your house, then what's this place?
This is my studio.
Over 2 million subscribers across his many YouTube channels, 17 million on Facebook, 3.2 million on Instagram, 4.7 million on TikTok.
Personally, I have 8 YouTube channels, but this are my award for 5 YouTube channels that above 100.
What the hell? Yo. So if you guys don't know, if you cross 100K on YouTube, you probably get something like this. So you have Sabailo TV, you have Sabailo Comedy Clinic, you have Sabailo Studio. Yeah. So these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different channels.
Yes.
Okay, so did you believe at some point skit making was going to make you rich?
No.
So you just knew you were going to make money some way, somehow, but you did not know how?
I love business. I love business. That is why, if you check me, most of the platform should I say progress are monetized platform.
In terms of monetization, which platform is better when it comes to monetization and why?
YouTube is easy to monetize. Facebook is frustrating.
Why so?
Because one, Facebook is not monetized in my country, so I have to work with my partners in US, tell them, okay, you guys should monetize this, and they collect some percentage for monetizing my page.
Wow.
Yeah, that was then. YouTube is more easy, but Facebook pay more.
Because I noticed your YouTube content are way different from the Instagram one from the Facebook one.
Yes, I have to create Facebook content for Facebook, YouTube content for YouTube, Instagram content for Instagram.
What's the most viral video you have right now on Facebook? I was told of one. I think someone, I won't mention any name. Somebody was telling me one like that. How many million views was that again? Was it 100 million views or something like that?
100 million views. 100 million views should be one of my smallest views on Facebook.
For real?
Funny enough, I got monetized on Facebook 2018. So I did a content 2018. It's a very stupid, very nonsense content, funny enough. So the concept was like, I took my girlfriend to the swimming pool.
Yeah.
I don't know how to swim. So the swimming instructor was just trying to touch my girlfriend. So I jumped inside the swimming pool. I was like, no, don't worry, I'll teach my girlfriend. Do you believe that content got 2.1 billion views?
What the
2.1 billion views.
Wow.
So I was like, when I saw the revenue, I was like...
Can you tell us?
No, don't worry. Let's not go to revenue. Let's not go to revenue. Let's not go to revenue.
Because he probably says this video is going to shut down.
Yo! And funny enough, Facebook shut down the video because they said sexual content, you know, when you have Facebook and YouTube, and your Facebook and YouTube is doing well, you can channel your money to other business. But trust me, there's money on Facebook. Apart from the skit making, the other business we are doing. I know some content creators who make millions of dollars.
Millions, not even thousands.
Not even thousands. Millions of dollars. The video I just told you now, I got 2.1 billion views. You can imagine how much I made from the video.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Facebook was sweet then. Then you can have 100K views and they're like $200, $300.
100,000 views.
Yeah, you can have 100,000 views and get $200. There was a time your period would skyrocket and you see 8. So 1,000 views will give you $8. So you can imagine how much you get getting 100K views. So
Yeah.
Facebook was sweet then, like not even now that they are using quality views. So if you see any content creator buying cars, it doesn't have to be illegal.
Yeah.
Because these guys are making money.
What's the most expensive car you have?
Currently, I have 4 cars.
Which
And
one?
the most expensive right now is my G-Wagon.
Wow, that's some good 250, 300 million naira.
Not me talking, you talking.
How many % of your revenue comes from skits making? Gong.
Currently, right now is, let me say, 50%.
50%.
Yeah, 50%.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
50%.
50%.
Because even me, I was curious. I see a skit maker comes up 1 year, he's already buying a house and buying a car. So I'm like, what's happening?
Yes,
is there something that's happening that I don't know about?
No, it's possible.
Let me interrupt this video just for 1 minute and thank today's video sponsor, Odoo.
You who can relate to that moment you're running or you just started a business, but then realize how important is it to give that new business the right tools to succeed.
But then you're thinking about all of the complexities that comes with the different software tools that you're going to need. Now that's where Odoo comes into the rescue. Odoo has brought everything you need to manage your business under one roof through a range of applications.
You see how you use your mobile phone every day with different applications? Yeah, Odoo is mirroring that so you can smoothly manage everything from sales, inventory, accounting, HR, and so much more seamlessly and efficiently.
Imagine taking your business online in just minutes.
What I really like is how easy is it to build and customize your store with Odoo. 4 quick AI-powered steps get you started with a theme you can customize. You can just drag and drop. You can add your product directly from the website. You can put a price, name, and description, and then await your first sale. You can literally build a whole e-commerce website for your business free of charge, including hosting and support. The first app you use on Odoo is free for life. They'll also get you a free custom domain name for your online store. You can get access to all of the apps for as little as $13 a month.
Click the link in the description and try Odoo out for yourself. And now let's continue with the video and pay a visit to Brain Jota.
My name is Brother Shaggi and I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and on WhatsApp channel. And I have a total following of 24 million plus.
Have you ever made a video that you considered funny, you posted it, people say it's not funny?
No. Once I consider a video funny, it's a hit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Which platform would you say is your most favorite?
YouTube. YouTube is straightforward. Yeah, YouTube is very straight. YouTube wants the best for you. YouTube is there to help you grow. Every other platform, I don't know.
You make the most money there?
No. I make my most money everywhere on YouTube. Yeah, I make my most, I think. So for me, I determine how much I want to make. Not like how much, but it depends. I cannot determine how much I'm making on Instagram. It's when you need me, you call me. But on YouTube, I might say, okay, this month I want to kill myself with work. And then I'm like, okay, have a target, have a plan on YouTube. I cannot have a plan on Instagram because I don't know when a brand needs
so
me.
Instagram, you're looking at sponsored deals,
Exactly.
while YouTube is AdSense, so they are different.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have noticed, a lot of them deviate from the questions about exact earnings.
I mean, I dey avoid tax. Now, I just try avoid.
And after asking around, I found out they don't want to make these figures known to the public because of tax implications.
The money part is always putting us in problem. And security-wise, it's not like football now. Even though you play 20 matches in a day, they don't know say at the end of the week or 90 they will pay you with this. You understand? So our own is not predictable. You can make $200K this month. Next month you can make $10,000. Next 2 months you can make $1 million. So it's not predictable. So Imagine when Facebook is frustrating you and you have low views and you are not making money. Now somebody go down believe say, "Oh, this guy don't they make $200." Your family go down they call you already. You understand? Stress go down the day.
However, there are different platforms that can provide data and give somewhat accurate predictions about a creator's earning on YouTube. More on that later. So now let's break down how these skit makers or content creators turn their views into cash. The first is ad sharing.
Facebook can be paying you, YouTube can be paying you, TikTok can be paying you. There are so many platforms that do pay.
So from Facebook to YouTube to these apps are paying. Like they're actually paying direct cash depending on your views. When you get 1 million views on Facebook, depending on the length of the video, 1 million views equals to like 1 million naira. From my experience so far. So some people have 80 million views on one video. That's like, I mean, from my interpretation, 80 million naira straight on one video. So when you see someone that is playing that did one stupid prank and everybody's like, this guy is this is a very risky prank, and he has 100 million views because he go fly for Facebook for sure. That he just got over 100 million naira. He can buy 2 houses with that.
You see that 5 seconds ad that plays before a YouTube video, or that ads that shows on X comment, or that TikTok or IG ad that would pop up after a few scroll. So how it works is advertisers pay these platforms an amount to show these ads, and then the platforms put the ads on a creator's video and then share revenue with that creator. So a creator can estimate his monthly earnings based on the total views he got that month on all his monetized videos. But there are many disadvantages than advantages earning this way as a creator. The first would be you can't control the exact figures this platform would pay you, and that figure is calculated as RPM, which means revenue per mile. And that is why most of these skit makers resort to collaborating directly with the brands.
When we do all these videos, companies, they like it, they come to pay for adverts to advertise their product because they know that our platforms are very big to reach out to more audience.
And this is the second highest earning they receive as skit makers or content creators.
Like me now, for example, if you want to go to my mail, you see people wanting to do ads. You can get an endorsement now that will pay you 40 million naira.
What's the most money a brand has paid you to make a post?
It's my money, it's not your money, man.
What's your rate card like?
I don't have.
So how do you decide on a
What
figure?
you want me to do, I do it.
So if I tell you I want you to post a video of the street,
I tell you the price for that.
So how much is the price to post the street?
I don't even know.
First major brand deal I did was for, let me call figures, was for 2 million naira.
And this was what year?
For 1 year. It was like this. Because imagine going from 20,000 naira per month to 2 million naira per year. I don't care the deliverables. I didn't read the contract.
When a skit maker or content creator collaborates with a brand, a fee is agreed upon, and the skit maker makes either an entire video advertising this brand's product or integrate the brand's product in their video in an organic manner. You wouldn't even tell it's a sponsored content. Like in this reel posted by Shank, he collaborated with a brand, but he integrated it into his content, and you're not even going to tell it's a sponsored content.
I know you do a lot of brand collaborations. Like
I do a lot of brand collaborations.
Yeah, and that's why you are going to rate Instagram, because I feel a lot of people that come, you have like how many? 3 million on Instagram?
2.7 million.
Yeah, so people pay just to feature, and I like the way you do it. You infuse that in a skit or in a video.
Yeah, more man,
nice.
like straight up for the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's will be some months that you make like 20K, and there's be some months that you might not make 3K.
So do you think?
And there are some months that you can go 4 months and you ain't gonna make like
so do you
6K. Like this life.
There are 4 other ways they earn money, and I'm going to dive in deeper in my online academy. But what is even more interesting is I'll share a format I learned they use in combining all 7 streams of income in one content to really get rich. So yes, Alibaba was correct on those figures he mentioned they make monthly.
You hear somebody's making close to $300,000 every month.
I started making content sometime in 2020, just right after COVID, while I was still doing my 9-to-5 job. I had no fancy camera, no followers, and no one to show me how to make online content, and most of all, grow my audience. I spent 1 year trying to figure things out, posting videos that wasn't getting any views until I learned that one thing that changed everything. In 5 years, I have more than 1 million followers across my social media platforms. I have worked with tourism boards, companies in aviation, government agencies, and brands I never imagined I would ever work with, just by showing up every day and posting content on the internet. And guess what? You too can do it. And that's why I created an online academy that will teach you how to shoot videos, build an audience, and most of all, make money doing what you love. In this academy, I've created like a step-by-step course that will teach you how to grow and make money on YouTube, how to shoot scroll stopping content, whether with your phone or a camera. If you want to learn how to fly drone, it's on there. And also traveling for free and making travel content. Basically, this course will teach you how to make money as a content creator in any niche or category. You don't need to be funny like these skit makers. You don't need to have an interesting personality like Shank's. You need to have a social media account and an idea. And the gifts I have for you, check in the description, you're going to see a coupon code that's going to give you up to 70% off and lifetime access to all the courses, and it's only available from now to about 5 days. So take action. Click the link in the description or scan this QR code to enroll, and I will see you in class. I visited Sabinu's skit making set, and to my surprise, he shoots and edits his videos with a smartphone.
Something very interesting is happening right here. We are at Sabinu's set right now, somewhere in the city of Port Harcourt. Something that's even more interesting is they are shooting all of this with a phone. So they used a phone to make these videos, and they are also editing it with their phones. So it's all done with the mobile phone. And there are quite a number of creators out there that would be complaining they don't have the right equipment to use. But you know, everybody got phones. And that's pretty much what they're using to make the production.
Yeah, I shoot with my phone.
In my course, you're going to learn from people who are currently doing it and have done it. You won't be learning from only me. I have partnered with some of your favorite creators, so we all can teach you. I got so many tips from these skit makers and some specific information they couldn't share in this video, which I'll share in details in my program, in the courses.
How do you come up with your video ideas?
But I don't lock myself in one of these rooms and I just like write. I like more of abstract stuff, like doesn't make sense till you watch it. That kind of P, like I've written like I fucked a ghost before. Like that ghost video like now, I wrote that like I went to the room and the ghost has a girlfriend in that room and they have wallpaper in the room. And I was able to see wallpaper and I'd be like, oh, cute. I don't find anything in content. It's your creative process. That's what I'm saying, be true to it. Like, and not everybody's going to like you, bro. Like, you can do something like like you feel like it's mad and you put it out and people like, ew. I can do something like you feel like it's not good and you put it out and everybody's like, ah. Yeah. So like, I feel like, just be you, like.
To me, I do more from research than observations. I'm a very observant person. I listen to what is happening.
Sometimes I go to weird places. For me, there's some places you just go and you just find yourself laughing. Like, content creation is all I do, so all I think about is content creation. So just like a layman, you probably might thinking about your work, how you want to buy goods, how you want to do this, how you want to do that. As a musician, you're thinking about the music you want to write. That's how I'm thinking about content creating. So everything I see around me, I redirect them to, okay, how can I make a content out of this? So yeah.
I'm always quick at using my everyday life to shoot a story.
Alright, so your everyday life is funny.
It's very funny, and things that happened when I was in school. My life when I was in school there, when I was broke. Yeah. I have life funny. Well, I do your things.
Yeah. Inspirations come from activities. Even from what somebody says. Somebody could say something and then instead of going on the surface, it goes deep and you're like, this can work as content, this can pass a message. And that is where you united your team. Look, see, I have this thing, look at this. Okay, let's say it starts from here and then it enters here and then this, and then they answer, what is the message? Here is where the message is driving to, and we have a content.
And this idea, you are convinced that millions of people will laugh, will be entertained by it?
Humor is subjective. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even because of humor. You make a content, you don't want people to laugh, you just want to pass
a message
and move on.
Ideas are like inspirations, they just come, you know. Sometimes you have to make out time, stay quiet in a place. Everybody has how they get their inspo, but it could be when I see a movie and I'm just in my quiet time thinking about what I just watched, or I just see something and that thing inspires me. oh wow, this small boy, this car, what if this boy buys this car? Somehow the car is fake, he goes to his auntie. So anything I see or anything that's struck in my head and boom, I just get
And
inspired.
how do you know it's going to go viral?
Oh well, you know when something is going to fly and you know when it won't fly. I believe that everybody that has common sense should know that, oh, this idea is mad. It's already mad in your head.
Yeah.
You know it's going to fly.
But right now, you can tell a banger before it even goes live. Can you?
Yeah, 70%.
Yeah.
There's some storyline that I know that people like.
Yeah.
I know what people like most times, so sometimes I just give it. Sometimes I'll just pause. I'll be doing the normal, then I'll drop it again.
Yeah.
So that's just it. Well, after shooting, I share my videos for some people, some of my friends, and I show them to watch. And I feel most times they might be truthful to tell me that this one, this mistake. There are some content that if I watch after shooting them, they are not funny to me, and I'll be like, make I just post, make I see.
No matter how creative you are, there's no story you want to write that has never been done. It's just the way you put it out there. So you have
delivery is very important.
Yeah, delivery is very important.
Yeah.
The punchlines must be, swift and very interesting.
Yeah.
There's even a more strategic way these guys make money.
What I found that I was doing was get audience to push other things. For example, I have a lot of companies that you might not even know I am the one that has it, but I've influenced for.
So from what I understand so far, your business approach is amass a following and take that audience.
I use it to make good money, like real estate, stuff like that. I think content creation is like a step to whatever you want to do.
There are some content creators that their YouTube did very well and it paid them huge amounts of money. The next thing they might do, they invest in another business. That's paying them daily income.
Yes.
Like me now, if money enter my hand, I get things why they put my money, where they give me money, so that tomorrow I might not be doing this thing.
Yeah.
To a particular age. The main thing is to live successful.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's not the fame, it's successful.
Yeah.
Because after the fame, there's another life.
What industry do you have investment in?
Like I have some property. Majorly, I invest because I'm based in Abuja, so I have majority of my house in Abuja. Yeah.
But would you say how many % of your revenue comes from skits making?
Currently, right now is let me say 50%.
50%.
Yeah.
Direct ways is the YouTube and Facebook paying you dollars, and the indirect is them coming to pay you for influencing and ads because you have audience and you pushing your business with your audience.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like, as we have musicians, we also need to have content creators that will create content their whole life. The way it looks like now, it's like a step to you want to be an actress. It's like a step to music. It's like a step to, every politics.
These skit makers, they use their skits as an initial product to gain an audience and then use the revenue accumulated to invest in a business to get constant cash flow.
I've put things in place, so most times those money don't really affect me again. I just do them to just keep my face out there.
This right here is smart work, and this right here is a blueprint to getting successful. One of the things we're going to teach in our course. The creator economy is one of the fastest growing sector in the world, valued at over $250 billion in 2024. The single reason why anyone with an online audience can build a business and make money. You have understood the business of content creation. Now it is time for you to become a content creator. Click the link in the description and enroll to take all of these courses so I can teach you everything I have learned as a content creator and from all of these skit makers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, or I'll see you in class.